guys, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So if you're joining me today, it is Saturday, June 14th, and as you can see by my magnolia tree outside, it is full and it has enjoyed every ounce of rain that we have received. So we're going to do a little celebrating today. One, I have two things that I've been wanting to share with you guys because I got some friend mail and they were very unexpected friend mail, I have to say. I was so surprised. So thank you, ladies, and I will name you both in this video, and thank you. So hold on one second and I will be right back. Okay, so first things first, I got this okay, this card is everything to me. First of all, it's a handmade card. Second of all, this is repurposed tissue paper that I had sent a purchase to this lovely, lovely individual who sent me a little gift. And look at these chickens. She told me the whole history behind the photo here. Just so many things, and I so enjoy reading this. So this is from our friend Patty, and she even look, she made this cute little guy. He was on top of my little gift box. Like, this is so adorable, and then it was tied with this ribbon. Like, I love this so much. This is so cute. You guys know I love my birds and my chickens, and I want chickens so badly, you guys, and my husband just won't let me have them. Anyway, sad. It's so sad. You guys should all get on Facebook, look up my husband and send him messages and tell him how bad his wife needs to have chickens. Okay, so no, don't do that. Okay, so I opened this little box, and inside this little box is this such adorable, oh my gosh, this rose quartz little perfume bottle. Oh my gosh, is this ever a cute little thing? And I want to make a necklace from her so bad. She's beautiful. So I'm going to think about, I'm not going to make a necklace today, but I'm going to think about what I want to use to make the necklace. And I want something that I can wear to think of our friend Patty. So this is so sweet. I love this so much. Oh, okay, so that's from our friend Patty, and I'm going to pack her away really carefully because I don't want to break her. So let's put her back in here all nice and neat. And I am in the process of finding a really cool cork board for my room because I have this wall that's above me that has nothing on it. So I want to find a really cool cork board that I can maybe do some decorating with all the beautiful things that people have sent me. I love it. There's things that I keep, you guys, that you wouldn't believe that I keep. Like, Colleen sent me this little card one day, and oh, this magnet is from a bead friend. This is actually from our friend over at Rustic Dragonfly Designs from Laura. And so I collect these little things that people give me, and I never want to get rid of them because I am such a sentimental person, and I will keep everything that is given me. The next thing is from our friend Wendy Sawyer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wendy Sawyer. So Wendy has, she actually has her own company. So she has Wacky Woman Creations on Facebook. She has her email here. She makes polymer clay as well. So this is so cool. She sent me a little gift of all the stuff that she's been making. And some of them have little notes. I didn't get a chance to really look at all of it together. So I'm taking a peek at everything right now. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is a beautiful, I think I would wear this as a bracelet. Look at how, oh, look at this, even looks pretty with what I'm wearing. Look, check this out. Ooh, okay, so it says this is a Natasha bead. When you slice a block of mixed clay, you open it like a book, you will get a mirror image. Oh my gosh, this butterfly happened on its own. use it as a bracelet bar or anything. That is so cool. I didn't know that's how you, oh, wow. So this just naturally happened because she had a bunch of colors mixed up and it made like the most beautiful butterfly. Oh my gosh, is that ever cool? Oh, I am so excited, you guys. I'm going to be making some really fun stuff. Okay, let's take a look at these. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but lately I have been super into the polymer clay. I've been working with a lot of heavier beads, and I love having nice, light, vivid pieces to use with it. And look at this cute pendant. I love the colors in this. And then the two little matching parts for your earrings. Oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Wendy and Patty, you guys are both like just the sweetest, I swear. So sweet. This is really cool. So this is like a donut, but it has like a shape to it. This is wild. Look at this, you guys. I love this. And this is one of those pieces that we will do like a really cool, like we'll figure out how to do like a really cool like wrap right up here that's going to be chunky and just fun. I absolutely love this. I can see this with some tiger eye for sure. That would be really, really cool. What a neat design. Okay, so then she's got a little note for this one. So let's see what this one is. And I'm probably going to mispronounce what she says on here because that's what I do. First of all, let's just take a look at it. So it's got this nice little like insert here in the hole, and this is really pretty. That like not really cobalt, more. I want to say it's more like a capri to royal blue and white flower outline. Very pretty. So this technique is called mokume gain. It's in its simplest form. A thin sheet of white clay is placed over a sheet of blue. I push a cutter through, which pushes the clay. Then the top is shaved off, revealing the pattern. Oh, wow. See, and I would have thought this is just like painted on. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, thank you for telling me these things. This is really wild. I really want to learn how to do polymer clay, but after seeing like everybody's like impressive talent on what they're doing, I'm like, no, I'll pass. I'll let the experts do that. Because I'm fairly certain my polymer clay wouldn't be nearly as beautiful as everybody else's. And these are super cool. So I look at these faces and they just make me smile because this is something my best friend Dana would absolutely love. And I can see her wearing a pair of earrings with these on it. She is so into things like with faces on it, and she would love these. So I think I'm going to save these and make her a really cool pair of earrings. These are really cool. And the purple and the silver is just her thing. Like those are her colors. Purple, silver, and red. Those are her colors that she absolutely loves. All right, guys. This is my fun friend mail. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Patty. You guys are so kind and so sweet. You make a girl feel really super loved. All right, I am going to put these things away. They're going to go into my do something with soon pile, and we are going to design with some stuff from my stash that I've pulled together. I'll be right back. Okay, not that long ago, I designed with some tiny gemstones and I made a necklace. Let me go grab it real quick so I can remind you. And I'll also link it in the description so you can go back and check it out. So I did tiny gemstones, and I did one other like gemstone that I thought would look really nice with it. On each strand, offsetting them, and I thought this turned out really cool. I've been wearing it quite often and I get a lot of compliments on it. So we're going to do something kind of similar today. We're going to take some really pretty gemstones, and we have some aquamarine, cubic zirconia in pink. This is a like a random batch here. So this was kind of a standalone, but I have black spinel, I have tiger's eye, I have ocean jasper, turquoise, and I brought out some of my little puffed turquoise pieces to go with it. And I have chrysoprase. I think that's what this is. I lost my little thing that was in it, and I brought a stone for each one. So I thought that what we could do is just make like a bunch of cute little quick and easy friendship like bracelets, or I'm sorry, I'm adjusting you guys, or it's even something that you could wear for yourself. But just to kind of give you some ideas, I'm so sorry, I'm adjusting, some ideas to join up some of your really pretty baby gemstones, because I know we all have them. And I'm using a lot of 2.3s, a lot of 3 millimeters, some 4 millimeters. And so I just have a bunch of them across the board. And what I want to start with are these 3 right here. So we're going to start with those. And I'm kind of like, do I want to make a 3-strand bracelet, or do I want to go ahead and make 3 separate bracelets in case I want to wear them on their own? But they're so dainty that I think that I would like to wear them all together. They're really, really pretty. And this one being our biggest gemstone, I probably would want that one centered. And then the turquoise that I have is a mix. It's a Hubai turquoise, and it's mixed like cubes and rounds. It's pretty much whatever I had left of my small ones, which I probably have more in a baggie somewhere in one of my in one of my spots. But that's why I brought my leftover like little puffed pieces of turquoise to go with it. And then the ocean jasper is all faceted rounds, and I brought a ocean jasper rondelle to use with it. And this one I brought a peach moonstone like oval shaped bead. I thought that would look really good with it. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we're gonna do probably, I really kind of want to do them all together like in one bracelet. So maybe that's what we'll do. And so I want to use, you know what, I think I actually want to use the Soft Flex Fluorite in medium. And it's this really beautiful like pale green color. I thought that would be really, really pretty with this. So the medium is equivalent to 49 strand, and the diameter of the beading wire is 0.48 millimeters. So I'm thinking it'll work pretty good with this. And I'm going to grab my, I have some crimps here somewhere. I'm using the silver beadalon. I have not replaced those yet because I have so many and they've been working really great for me. So I'm not using the soft flex ones today, and I really wanted to use silver. So we need 2 for each bracelet. So there we go, we got 6. Okay, and then next we're gonna grab a clasp. And I really think that I would like to do a toggle. And because they're so petite, we can get away with using a smaller toggle, which is wonderful. So I have these little, ooh, actually I found these. I like these better. So I have these. Whoa, I'm gonna drop everything. Sorry if I just scared somebody from like yelling. So we're going to use one of these little ones here. And these I got from Beadbox Bargains. All of these gems and little gemstone strands, these all came from Sam's. So it's just stuff that I accumulated over the past, like, I don't know, year or so. And I've accumulated quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and pull some of these off. Now I'm just going to measure around my wrist like I always do. And I'm going to pull this much here, and that'll leave, I'll measure it when I'm done, but that'll leave enough room for crimping and such. So let me just go ahead and pull off 2 more strands. And yes, we are going to be stringing teeny weeny little beads. So I'm not going to make you guys like sit through the entire stringing process of 3 strands. that would just be torture for you, and I don't want to do that to you. So what I will do is we will get started on each one. I'll tell you my plan, and I'll show you how I'm going to be laying it out to make sure I can execute my plan, hopefully reasonably. And yeah. Oh, I also wanted to grab a couple, just in case I need them. I'm using some oval jump rings if I need them, which I think I will, because the little holes here are really small, so I probably will want to use some oval jump rings. So there we go. All right, so let's get going making our beautiful little bracelets. All right, so, oh, I said I was gonna measure these. Well, they're all the same, so I'll measure one here for you. I almost forget what I'm talking about whenever, whenever I do it. All right, so each one is about 11¼ inch. Seems like a lot, probably is a lot, probably more than what I really need, but that's okay. We're going to, you know, if we mess up or if we need extra space, we'll have it. All right, so I've got everything kind of set aside here. Now, I'm thinking that the turquoise ones, I may end up saving like one for like a little drop, because I don't know if we really need all of these. So I'm thinking, because this one's going to be on one of the sides, I would like to use my little, these like closer to one of the sides. So we're gonna do, and I'll show you what I mean. So like have it starting like right here. And then this would all be smaller beads, but I'd have some larger ones right here. And each one of these is going to be designed just a little bit different, like strung just a little bit different from the other, which is going to give it that really cool character that we want to see in a multi-strand bracelet. I'm also going to grab my this little guy here. Let's put that off to the side. And I really don't want this going any further than here. So what I think we'll do, there's a lot of brown in this turquoise, because I think I went through and I took like all the all the blues, but I am happy with having the brown in here, because I do have some of the larger blue turquoise pieces. And there, honestly, this may not even be all Hubei turquoise, because I did have one strand that had that in there, but it also had a couple things mixed. So this is probably kind of like a little bit of a mixed little strand here, which is totally cool. I'm absolutely happy with that. And then let's put this little guy on. Actually, I think I want those three all like right next to each other. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'll end up using the heart in this. I may just set it off to the side, but I do know that I will use one as a dangle. I may use the heart closer over here towards the end, just because it'll be cute and it'll take up some of our room. All right, so let's start stringing some of these little baby beads on here. And some of them have really itty bitty little holes, and I'm just grabbing, okay? I'm not gonna do any kind of like pattern with these. I'm just grabbing shape, color, it doesn't matter. I'm just grabbing it. Unless it doesn't want to go on, and then I'm ignoring it, and then I'll move on to a different one and find something else. Hold on one second, I'm going to adjust my camera. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Sorry if you guys were having a hard time seeing. Boy, I tell you what, doing these little tiny beads on here, I mean, I love them, but you guys know the pain of stringing tiny beads, right? You know it. And I don't want this to take up my whole day, because I do want to watch, it's still Saturday the 14th. I want to watch Steve Bead's Saturday today, so I want to make sure I can be there to support one of my friends. And there we go. So tomorrow is Father's Day. You guys, I gotta tell you. So I knew I wanted to go to Kohl's because there's some things at Kohl's that I needed to get for Father's Day. So one, I was getting my brother a grill set because when we were at my mom and my brother's house, my brother was using like regular kitchen appliances or kitchen utensils on the grill, and I'm like, you guys don't have a grill set? And Mom's like, no. I'm like, well, don't say anything. I said, but I'm going to get one for Jimmy then for Father's Day. So I got him a grill set, and then I got a new outfit for Shane. I love buying him clothes. Like, he appreciates it too because he doesn't buy himself clothes. So I got him like a new pair of shorts and a really cool, like, it looks very vacation-y type button-down shirt, short sleeve button-down shirt. And he loves the Buchanan bar soap. He's one of those guys that loves, like, he always smells good. Like, he loves good smelling soaps and stuff like that. And so I got him some Buchanan bar soaps. And as kind of like a little joke gift, my husband spills food on himself all the time. Like, so often that the kids and I call it shaming yourself when you spill food on your clothes. And so he gets so mad. He's like, that's not what we call it. And I'm like, yes, it is, Shane. That's what we call it. Anyway, so and so I got him some Tide wipes to go in there too. And then my father-in-law, he needed some new shorts. He's been losing weight so quickly. He's the one who had cancer a couple years ago in his colon and liver. And, you know, he's, they're still watching him closely, and they actually found some back in his liver again. And they hit him hard with some radiation. And so he's actually supposed to go back to his cancer doctor, I think in 2 weeks. So we're hoping for an all clear. He still has his colostomy bag because they did a number on his colon when he was in surgery, and not really sure if that's going to ever be reversed or if he'll just have that for the rest of his life. But either way, he seems like he's doing okay with that. But I had so much like Kohl's cash because I had forgotten, like, we had bought something big. What it was, I don't remember. It was something that we needed though, and I wish I could remember what it was. But we bought something there, and I ended up having like $90 Kohl's cash. And I'm one of those people that, like, I'll use my Kohl's card, but then I'll turn around and pay it off like on the next billing cycle. So I keep that good credit standing with them. And then so anyway, so I got some, like, I don't know, I had $90 Kohl's cash. I had 30% off when you use your Kohl's charge. And I ended up walking out of there with 2 pairs of shorts for my dad, a outfit for Shane, plus the little things, and the grill set. And I spent $54. It was amazing, you guys. I was like so happy. And then I turned around and I got another $10 Kohl's cash. And I'm like, sweet, I will use that for myself this week. So yeah, I was pretty thrilled with my savvy shopping that I did today. I attended the Gemstone orphanage. I got a couple things on the yard sale, but I didn't get anything on the bidding part, which is okay. I mean, it's fine. There was thing that I really wanted. I wanted that horse. There was a horse pendant, but then I'm like, it's okay. I've got one in my cart from Etsy, so I'm gonna just get that. And I've been wanting it for a while, and I keep looking and it keeps sitting there, and finally I just put it in my cart the other night, and so I need to just pull the trigger and buy it today. So that's what I'll do. I'll just pull that trigger, especially after all that money I just saved at Kohl's, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Oh, actually, hold on one second. I'm gonna do a few more here. We'll put our little puffy heart on the strand, and then I will finish stringing this, and we'll come back to try it on. So let's put this little puffy heart on here. Really, really cute. Okay, that's gonna look adorable. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna just finish stringing this up, and then we'll come back and close it up together and then start figuring out how we wanna do our next one in line. Okay, we're at the point where now I think we can go ahead and, you know, just like tie this one off, because look at how much it's right there. So, and if we end up using jump rings, then we're gonna, you know, that'll be fine too. But I do want to squeeze on this last little blue one here on this end, just like that. Cute. All right, I'm gonna scoop these up. And what I'm gonna end up doing with all these is I'm gonna make a little mix, and we're just gonna like make one long necklace with some small pieces and some big pieces, and we're gonna have this little mix of mini gemstones. That'll be a little bit further down the road, but that's what I plan on doing. All right, so let's go ahead and crimp real quick. And we're just gonna put this on here. And where are my crimpers? We're gonna go ahead and use these crimpers and just see if we can get it to work out nice for ourselves. All right, actually it turned out really nice. Okay, so then I just need to trim off my little tail here, because there's no way that's gonna fit in that gemstone. We know 2 strands will not fit. So let's push all that down. So here's our one. And yeah, see, I did cut way too much, but that's okay. We can use these in another design, probably with some earrings or something like that. So I'm not worried about that at all. All right, and then we're going to put our tail through. And we want to make it about the same size as the other side. So there we go. And I'm just kind of scooting that away a little bit, because last thing I want to do is crush one of these little baby gemstones. Okay, so these crimps are working out really nice. That looks good. All right, so we have one of our outside strands. Set that aside. Here's one of our outside strands, and our center strand is going to be this one. So the center strand, I kind of feel like I want that larger stone to be kind of centered. So we're just gonna put that there for a moment. And let's open up this one here. And let's just get all these glorious colors off here. Probably don't need to take the whole thing off. All right, and we're gonna get our next piece of bead stringing wire. Let's put on this beautiful peach moonstone. And we're just gonna try to center that up, okay? Just kind of center it up. And I'm gonna just pinch off one side here. All right, so let's start finding some beads. And I really like to try to use as many of the greener ones towards the middle of our bracelet. So this one, I'm purposely looking for the stuff that has most of the green in it. And these are little 4mm rounds. Or are they 3? I don't remember. I don't remember. And I'm really bad at like sizes sometimes. So tonight we decided to do like a meatless dinner. We're gonna just do loaded baked potatoes, and we have some really big baking potatoes. So I think that's going to be really good. We have all the toppings we want for it. So we have like our, you know, sour cream and all that, cheese, you name it. All right, so now I did get some like really nice greens up here. So let's work in some of these like half green, half browns. There we go. My bead string and wire is kind of driving me. Maybe I can trim. It looks like a little squished, and sometimes that makes a big difference. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Why is this not wanting to cut? There it goes. Oh my goodness. I'm like, am I gonna have one of those days? All right. Well, it still doesn't want to cooperate very well, but that's okay. I'm not going to keep you on the whole time. I just want to get a good amount strung. I think tonight wrestling's on again, and so I'll probably be spending some time in my bead room because I'm not big on watching wrestling, and it's okay. I like to let my husband watch what he wants. And then I can not feel guilty about spending all my time in my bead room and, you know, just making pretty things. Okay, so we're about halfway of our half. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause you guys. I will continue to bead on here, and then I'll be right back and we'll finish up the beading on the other side and close it off. Okay, so we're just about even here. So let's take a look. I'm gonna straighten this little guy out. And then let's put this one right here in the middle. I have 20 of the 4mm beads on each side. And it looks like I can just add one more of each bead on each side. So let's add one here. And let's add one here. And then I'm going to scoop those out of my way. Put this back in here. There's a lot of that delicious brown left in there. Looks like little cocoa beans. All right. So now we have two strands. So we have our one outside strand, our one inside strand, our middle one, I should say, and then we're gonna have another outside one here in a moment. So let's go ahead and crimp this one up. Make sure they're all gonna be around the same size loops there. Okay, we got that crimp. Cut off our tail. We got such pretty little mini gemstones. We can do one double check, one final double check here. And yep, it looks good. So let's put on our crimp. And let's just feed that through. And again, we just want to make sure that our loops are matching up, and I'm still saving a little bit of space here so I don't pulverize my gemstone when I go to crimp. There we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. Okay, so now let's do our last one. Let's take a look at this. So I had some that I had pulled off. And I think I'm gonna actually want this bead somewhere over here. So like in between the heart and our little peach moonstone there. Let's pull these off. And I'll leave some on the strand. I'm not really sure how many we're gonna need. So again, in order for me to mark my spot where I want to keep my large bead and not throw myself off here, I'm gonna put it on this strand. And I'm going to use my little bead bug, which I lost. There it is. And we're gonna set him right up against there. So now I know I can just bead all the way through here, and I'll have some left over here to bead. So we'll do that real quick. I say real quick, but these are tiny, you guys know. And let me cut this again here. There we go. Maybe like a little bit of a point. These are all so teeny tiny. But I love the little ocean jasper beads. They're so pretty. I feel like ocean jasper has really got to be one of my favorites. It's so, you can just use it in so many different ways, like for different seasons. I mean, it's really an all around, like all year long bead. Very, very pretty. And yeah, I can see right now that I'm not gonna be able to keep you guys on for these. These have the teeniest holes, and you guys will lose your mind if you have to sit here and watch me pick up one little bead at a time here. I don't want you to lose your minds. Not today. Not today. Some of them have decent size holes where I can actually see the hole and I can kind of dive right into it, but then other ones I'm like, I think that's a hole. But then I'm like, nope, that could have been just a facet that got caught the wrong way in my lighting. It really is just such a unique stone. It's so pretty. All right, so we got 4 on. We'll do a few together here, you guys. You know how to string, and I'm just grabbing the ones that will let me pick it up right away and just going with it, no matter what color it is. And I don't care if I repeat colors in a row, as long as they're getting fed onto this strand. That's all I really care about. And the ones that really don't want to go, I'll just set them aside and I'll try them off camera. Okay, we'll get a couple more on here and then I'll pause this and I'll let you guys go, relax, and then we'll come back and I will finish it up with you, and then we will put our bracelet together. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not quite done with this one, but we're going to go ahead and close off this one end right here because I do not want it to go any further than this. So let's go ahead and do this one end. And then it'll give us an even better idea of like how much more we really need to go. So let's pull this down and then we'll crimp it. so we have that side now. And let's straighten these out because I want to get a realistic picture on like how much more I need to do. So probably about maybe half these. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it again because these are really taking me a long time to put on, but we'll come back to crimp at the end and do the rest of our cute little stuff that we're going to be doing to this. Okay guys, we are finally done with that one. Whew, that was a long one. So I'm just going to pick up the rest of my little ocean jasper here, which isn't much because as teeny as these are, we used a ton of them. So let's go ahead and we will do our crimping of this side here, and then we will put this all together and try it on, and I bet it's going to be really, really, really adorable. Okay, making another teeny tiny little loop here. Remembering to give myself a little bit of space. And my crimps are turning out really nice. I probably shouldn't have said that until I was done with this one, but that's okay. We will make it through one way or the other. There we go. There. Whew, goodness. All right, so now we have it the way we want to lay it out, which is perfect. And let's go ahead and get our jump rings opened up here and put our clasps on. And I'm going to put these on in the order that I want them. Even though I know they're probably going to wobble around and do whatever they feel like doing. And still, I tried, right? I've tried the first time around. So we'll put our one end of our toggle clasp on. Let's get that over here and closed up. There we go. Let's make sure these are all laying the way I intended them to lay. Because when I put them on the other end, I want them to be done right there. Okay, there we go. And I will do some more tiny gem jewelry. I'm leaving all my tiny gems out, so as I come up with an idea or something, we will definitely revisit that. Let's get that close up. And that's going to be the perfect place to hang our little heart, is right over here. So I'm going to get a little ball head pin for that one. It's silver. Oh, whoa, I almost made a big old mess, you guys. And let's see. Oh. All right, I knew I'd find one. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put him on there, and just because it's easier to make like a little wire wrap loop, we're gonna put a tiny little bead right on top. I'm just gonna take one of my really pretty little ocean jaspers right here, and we're just gonna pop him right on, and just like that. That looks cute. All right, so now we need our round nose pliers, which, where did I put my round nose pliers? There they are. I'm gonna make a small little loop. The reason why I'm putting thicker beads down here by this part, this still has to kind of like go through the loop. So you don't want anything too thick down here. And it would also be hard if you put a dangle down on that side. So that's why we're putting the dangle over on this side. And I'm going on this side of the bracelet because I have turquoise little diamond shaped squares there. We'll use our round nose pliers to hold it. And we're going to just wrap around a few times, just so it stays. Trim off our extra. Sneak in there very gently to squish any sharp pieces poking up. All right, we have our bracelet, you guys. Look at how pretty this is. Let's put it on. I want to try to put it on in the same order. Okay. It does its thing. It does its own thing. And once it's just like kind of flop around underneath, so that's fine. But here's my bracelet. So I got all these little tiny gems together, and I think I put my thing in upside down anyway. All right, anyway, I got all twisted up, and here it is. I hope you guys like this one. I had a lot of fun putting these little tiny gems on, as frustrating as they can be, but they are really, really pretty. And for anybody who loves jewelry but doesn't like chunky, this is like the perfect little gift for them. They would probably absolutely love it. All right, guys, I will talk to you again real soon. You'll probably see me more today too. All right, talk to you later. Bye, everyone.